There we go. Let's get this painting going, eh? We're gonna cut the volume of this music a little bit here. How's that mix, Canuck? Is that gonna work out okay? Can you still hear the music and hear me talk? Just gonna go like this. Pull that down a little bit. There we go. That's probably a little bit better. Let me know how that sounds. We got this picture to work on tonight. We need a little bit more light here, don't we? Ooh. There we go. Let's get that going like that, my friends. Audio decent. Decent? Okay. Am I clear enough? I know my mic is over here. I am over here. My painting is over here. So we're gonna go like this. And we're gonna go like this. And then that just allows me to curl over here a little bit. And we'll be in good shape now. Hopefully I'm loud enough here. And everything works out and is decent, or whatever you just said there. This picture is coming along nicely. We're gonna do some nice layers tonight again, as we usually do. I'm gonna try to find a really nice blue to finish this blue off with. And I have just the idea for it. I just have to find it, which is part of the fun of digging through this my paint tub. The paint tub is real, my friends. The paint tub is real, and we found it. King's Blue. King's Blue is the winner. As Canuck just said there, winner, winner, chicken dinner. And we're gonna get some of this royal blue dropped on here. There we go. Oof, getting caught up on those brushes. On the brushes. Canuck, how are you doing tonight? And any of the other Hoser family? Hope you're doing well too, if there's anybody in here hanging out. This blue is a very, very strong blue. Like, its coverage is good. It's a very strong covering blue. That's okay. It's pulling up a lot of the texture from underneath. That's just exactly what we're looking for. As well as making its own texture. Some new stories. Hello! The Hoser twins. Welcome. And I'm so glad you guys are able to hang out a little bit before you go to sleep. Before you are good children for your fantastic parents. Of course you are. You guys are great kids, right? All the time. Boy. Just let the kids type, Canuck. That's amazing. Hope you guys are doing well too. Tough Tuesday at school. Tuesdays are never easy. School or otherwise. There's always stuff to do and catching up from all the stuff you let go for Monday. Goodness gracious. But I find, at least right now, that painting is a very good way for me, and who knows, maybe even for you, to relax into a Tuesday. It's a big deal. It's a really big deal. I want to try to bring some of this. Yeah. This doesn't need to be as thick all the time, so I'm gonna quick layer like this, and then go back on the top of it on this other side here. Just be a bit quick about this. There we go. Andre and Trend, how are you two doing, my friends? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And good evening to you as well. You know, the sir, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's nice to feel classy every once in a while. I had a very old feeling today for myself, where I shaved off my beard a bit. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but my face looked very, very gray. very gray face. Also, I realized I didn't get enough sleep last night, but that happens. So, you know, I was feeling kind of gray, but it all worked out. I think I'm back to my usual glow. So this blue is going to be set the tone for the next round. I'm going to put over top, and it's going to be quite a shift. We're going to bring back some of the deep dark blue, and then just kind of smooth it over. It's going to be great. What do I do with the paintings when they're done? Well, I sell them at Karim.com, or I show them sometimes. I haven't had a show in a little while, to be honest, but I do for every once in a while I'll have an art show. But yeah, the biggest thing is to get them on people's walls. So I have to post a few, and I haven't updated my site. To be frank, I haven't updated my site in a while. And actually, if you go there today, I think I got to turn off some testing I've been doing. In my real job, I've been testing some different payment methods for my things that I do. So I got to turn that off. So don't try to check out with Blackheart, because that won't work. But yeah, I sell them or show them. Yeah. So I got to put a couple new ones on the site. Get those sorted. On the site, I have some digital pieces, which are done on my iPad, and then I have some paintings as well. Some of these, and I have larger paintings, but I don't have any of those on the site because I don't have any of those left really and available. Oh my goodness, Edge, are we ready? Oh no, oh no, Edge. Okay, hold on. Do I accept crypto? Yes, I do. Okay, because you are there, Edge. All right, I yes, Andre, I would accept crypto, but Edge, hold on, hold your horses. So, if you are alluding to what I think you are alluding to, and I frankly know that you are alluding to that, I have a request for you. I request that we do it on the seas. Not that I don't want to do it painting, but I'd rather do it on the seas, because I think there's a good reason for it to be on the seas, and I can make a bit of a thing on it. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to be in a painting stream, to be honest, and I am ready for the seas. So I promise you, I will give you a heads up. It's because content. I would never want to deny you what you have so rightfully earned, proudly, but I wanna make it true, and the best I can make it for you. Oh, this is exciting. Okay. Man. I really appreciate that, Edge. I'm excited. Thank you for your patience also. I will make it worth your while. I mean, listen, the reward of hearing the greatest joke of all time should be enough, but I'm gonna spice that even up a bit for you, okay? The greatest joke of all time, everybody. It's coming. It's coming. Get ready. Prepare yourself. You can wait a wee bit longer. Yeah. Okay, I appreciate that. but for the Tommy Cox is gonna come in expecting a joke, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to present it. Not that joke. I'd probably come up with some other joke, but not the joke. Oh goodness. Amazing. I mean, obviously that I really appreciate that, Edge, because that means that you've been a friend, and obviously hung out on the channel for a really long time, and that's incredible. So that's one of the I want to make it worth your while. It's so exciting. So exciting. That's fantastic. You got there. You got there. And it's been 7 days and 15 hours. Oh, oh my God. That is incredible, Edge. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's what it takes. Only a week. It only takes a week to get these points. See, it's easy. It's easy, folks. Jeez, that's crazy, man. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate every minute of that. Like, there's lots of other things to do in your life, and you spent a week of it with me, man. And that's incredible. And jeez, that blows my mind. Just absolutely amazing. Well, I mean, this is just phenomenal, man. Let's get there. You go. See, look at that. Get your money in there. The Skrilla is going to be flowing. We'll see. I'll get some other ways to earn. I don't know, to earn some channel points too when we do the joke. The other thing is, oh, amazing. Yeah, twins. I mean, so the other thing about the joke is, I mean, it's gonna take me at least an hour. At least an hour to tell it. So it could take even longer. So like, we need to get this thing like primed and ready to go. So we could, like, you know, run an Athena or you know, one of those long missions and just work it out. That's so exciting. Okay, we got this planned, everybody. We got this planned. But for now, no, I'll explain the joke as I go, because you're exactly right, Canuck. Explaining a joke elevates the joke. 100%. If you didn't know that, it's the truth. It is the truthiest truth that ever truthed. I'm looking for a specific white now to throw down on. Where is it? Where are you, white that I want? There we go. I want this specific titanium white. Yes, titanium white. But I wanted this specific one. And I wanted this specific one for many reasons. I want this specific brush for this specific titanium white. So the layers that I'm starting to build up now are, it's getting to the point now where it can go one of two ways. It can get really messy, or it can start to really take shape because I start to sculpt in the white. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to start sculpting in. So I've got the coverage all there where I want it, but now I sculpt in the white to start to add the texture and flow of it. So again, I don't know if you can see that very well, but the white that I just added right there, you see how much texture is there? That's going to work out really nicely going forward. And I'm not going to do that everywhere. Now I place the white, and especially this white, in certain areas to just add texture and draw the eye around a little bit. The cool thing is when it's framed, it gets really subtle. If you frame it, or if I frame it, or whoever owns it frames it. But the light catches it in such a different way that you start to track not only the colors and the line work, you start to track the textures. And that's really, really cool. It's really cool. I mean, I think it's cool, but I'm biased. Oh my gosh, what an exciting thing we got planned for ourselves in the coming bit here. Best community in the world, you guys. It's just amazing. And I will repay you with the greatest joke that has ever been told. Told by me. I don't know if I'll tell it the best way, but you know. It is very exciting. It's very exciting. There we go. So some of that color over here, pulling in a little bit to dirty up this white too. It's really nice. So there's this flattish area that has a lot of the texture in here, and then you got the other areas here which are more now have this extra texture in it too. So it starts to do some really nice things here. Now this area here is a little bit problematic. Like I like that yellow there, and like you can see I just kind of framed that a little bit just to give it a little bit more prominence. Frame it, and I'll do it some more with some more texture here. But this other part over here is a bit of a problem. This part really draws your eye right here, but doesn't quite fit the composition. So I'm gonna work through this right now, and we'll see what we can do. I want to keep some of it. I really like the energy from that, but I don't know how much of it I'm gonna end up keeping. Start off by getting rid of some of this yellow down here. It'll come through, but I don't want it to be as bright as it was right there. I'm still working on the lighting in this new place. I got I picked this up. This is from home, like my old home. Because it's nice to paint on and soft, and also hopefully everything's more focused down here than it was with that blue background. But I realize the shadows are a little bit off, so apologies for that, folks. But you know, if you're willing to sit here and watch me for 5 days, 7 days, and whatever, then this is the least of my worries. But I have a plan for when I'm back in my house, and I'm in my new old office. So it's the same room, but it's going to be redone. I'm going to be able to put up some of my painting lights in there, which is really exciting. So it's like good quality lighting. Some really nice bulbs and really nice fixtures. So that should be a really good way of getting some pretty consistent lighting in here, which is fantastic. I love it. One of the things that's really funny, if you look back on what, when I first started this picture a few weeks ago, the energy I put into it, and now it's just completely different. Now we're chill, we're just touching it up. It's a much different experience painting now. When it's nearly completed, when it's getting there, when it's towards the kind of end step. It's still exciting, there's still some really cool things happening, but it's just not nearly as focused and energetic. Who's Cree? Hi, Cree? Huh? I don't know what that is, Andre. Oh, hi, CRI lights. Oh. Kind of. They're old though. So, I mentioned my kind of like mentor, one of my heroes, who's an artist. His name's Kamal Bulata, and so he passed away, and he gave me some things. Like he gave me some brushes. And he gave me some paint, and he also gave me some studio lights. So they're super old, but these bulbs, each of these bulbs were a couple $100 each, and they still work phenomenally well. So I'm not sure if they're like up to the modern standards of those crazy nice lights, but they're just pure. Yes, so they are probably. I don't know if they're rated or anything like that, but he would use them because they were as close to sunlight and pure natural light as he could get. That's what these bulbs were doing, which is just incredible. So if I can get them situated, then we'll be it'll be really cool because that lighting is just incredible. So yeah, I'm not sure if they're like fully CRI, but I think they'll end up being close. And then eventually, when I end up getting my studio worked out, I'll move them out to that, and then I'll have my full studio again where I can do my oil paints. Man can dream. It'll happen. It'll happen at some point. It'll happen. Or I'll just get a studio space near my house. There are a few that exist, which would just be remarkable. As long as it's got some internet and I can stream from there. I don't have to stream to paint or paint to stream. I just, it's just a nice little addition, a bonus, as you know. Yeah, and it is incredible when you can get that really good light. Like this light that I have here. Oh, sorry, that's my hairy arm. Is actually too warm for me, so I kind of buffeted it with a really cold light coming from this side, and then I have another warm light up here, but it's just more for ambient light. So the colors that you're seeing here are pretty good, but not great. Like my hands aren't that red always. They're kind of red, but not that red. Thanks, man. Yeah, I like how this is coming together too. Go build a cake. Go build a cake, man. So the last thing I'm going to do for this, while we wait for this to dry, is I'm going to go back over top of this black again. And we talked about this before, but I really like building up black a little bit. This really nice creamy black. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? I want to put some energy back into the black. So I think I might go at it a little bit here. Yeah. I want to bring some of that energy back into this. Bring that texture back too, because it really dried flat that last round of black that I did on here. So let me just see if I can't kind of get some of that depth back in here with some not only action, but also leave some of that texture. It really livens up the picture if the black isn't completely flat. And this little brush is just awesome for this type of thing. It really, ooh, that was a bit heavy. Yeah, I'm going to be going over that again anyway, so that'll end up being okay. I'm not upset by that. It's just kind of got a little away from me right there into the blue, but it's okay. It happens. It's just saying how much control I was going to have with this brush, but alas, sometimes it gets going. And the brush takes over, and you lose out on that exact flow. I like what's happening right here too. This mix right here, definitely a bit of that yellow peeking through. It's really nice right there. I love that. Keep that corner kind of tight. This corner here, I want to tighten that out a little bit more too. And that's nice too. All right. Let's clean up the brush a bit down here. Some depth to the corners. Whew, this picture, I'm telling you folks, this picture's coming together. One brush. Is there a brush that I would use universally? Yep. This one. This one. It's big enough Has some give to it, but I can also get pretty stiff with it. And it just feels phenomenal. Just an amazing brush. I love it. I love it so much. Second would be, so this is the same, or very similar, but it's flat. Whereas this one's rounded, this one's flat. Very similar. Very similar. I lost my most favorite brush of all time. Actually, I lost. I didn't lose it. I know where it is, but it I didn't clean it properly. I thought it was in the spirits, the mineral spirits, but it wasn't, and so it got denied. Blargo, what up, friend? How you doing, Blargo? Thanks for dropping in, man. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. We're gonna let this picture sit. Next round is gonna be the blue. Another round of some of that yellow, and then we might be done with this one. Oof, feeling good. See if we can get some zoom in on this. Come on, focus for me. Focus for me. Funny little camera. There it is. Oh yeah. There we go. Some nice stuff happening there for sure. Love it. Love it. How many brushes do I own? Probably a couple hundred maybe. Yeah, probably. A lot of them are packed away. I don't clearly don't have all of them with me, but probably around 200 at one point. A lot of them are oil paints, like oil brushes, which I just don't use much anymore. I mean, these could all be oil brushes too, but yeah. Woo. Remember this bad boy from last week? My goodness. I ended up the stream by just kind of semi-destroying this thing. I mean, not destroying, but yeah. There's a lot happening here now, and so we're gonna touch up the colors here. I mean, it looks a little bit haphazard, but it's all very intentional. What I left over here, and then we're just gonna start building up this white. I want to see what I can do with this white. It's all a little too crazy, so I'm gonna try to do give some structure and some stability just to the white though. So let's dive into that. White on white. White on white. I'm gonna grab my favorite brush. Because why wouldn't I? If I have the opportunity to use your favorite brush, you should use your favorite brush. So there's a lot of graphite poking through from last time. Which is kind of cool. Again, I know it sounds pretentious, it's just pencil, but still, it's graphite, right? So we're gonna leave some of that around. I'm gonna paint against it. So that structure there, you can just see it just whited out that entire area. I'm gonna keep kind of building it up again and using texture here to define some areas that weren't defined before, and then go against the lines and the areas that were created by the pencils to redefine those areas too. So it should be kind of cool. This will be a painting that ends up being really subtle, and so kind of to your point before, Trend, when I sell these paintings like this, actually any of these sizes with the I really recommend a specific style of framing, and it just turns out really nicely, because these paintings are they're a little bit subtle because they're not very big, right? If this was a 4 foot by 3 foot oil painting, this would command a room. This would just own a wall. This stuff would just kapow. And I have a few of those in storage right now, and once I get back into my house, I'll get to hang those up again. But for these small ones, you need to make them have a little bit of weight to them. And one of the ways that a friend of ours, um, who has, I think she has 5 pieces of mine right now. Her and her family have bought for me. It's just amazing. Like they're just obviously really good friends, but you know, kind of just love my work and have kind of styled a few rooms of their house around my paintings, which is just humbling for sure. But um, they found this way that they framed a picture, and it was just so awesome. Yes, yes, dope flyants. Thank you for that, Dr. Hoser. Also, yeah, actually, I'd love to see how those look in the office. That's really, again, humbled to be shown in different places. That's for sure. Nitro, what up, buddy? Thanks for dropping in. Hope everything is going well in whatever time zone you're in these days. I can't keep track of you and your adventures. My goodness. Oh, dude, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's super nice of you, nice of you to say. 8 p.m. There you go. All right. 8 p.m. We got there. The Dr. C.W. Hoser Gallery. That's fantastic. Oh man, that's so good. I'm really glad they made it over to you, and they made it in good shape too, Canuck. That's a big deal. Yeah, I mean, eventually I'll make it back up to visit, and I'll have to get a tour of the new space too. It's exciting. Definitely exciting. Dr. Carlotta Wilhelmina Hoser. I love it. I mean, maybe that's her. Maybe that's her initials, right? Who's to say? In this day and age, who even knows? Initials are a construct. Be whatever initials you want. There you go. This layer of white is going to be really interesting because, like, you can see there's a defined line there now, and that's just it's the same color of white on white, but texture is what makes it different. So I'm going to skip over this section and go over here and now flatten that out, and there's going to be kind of a definite direction which this will take you. But then I don't want you to leave the picture. I want you to stay up here. So it's going to take you out, but then there's going to be something here that brings you back up, and that's going to be working in the red and the blues and the yellows into this section down here too. So you get a little bit of this mimicry down here. So I'll be working on that. And again, making it look like kind of raw and fluid is a really big deal, but it is going to be extremely intentional. So just don't tell anyone. But when it's done, and when this picture is, you know, whatever it is, your eye will move around it, and you won't even necessarily remember the order that it was painted in. There's paintings that I look at every once in a while, and I just I don't even remember how it came to be. I think I mentioned that a little bit last week. But the way these things form, there's a story that comes with it, but that end product really defines what the lasting kind of memory or impression is. Even for me, which is really, really cool. This is something I don't do all that often, but I'm going to flip this around. This will also give this section a whole different feel, because just the way and weight of the brush stroke will be different. So this is a super chill part of the evening. Subtle white on white, building up and crafting this whole section, which is pretty fun for me to do and be able to talk through, because it's something that is foundational, especially to my pictures, my paintings, but that people don't really notice, like the work that goes into these type of layers. Yes, go parent, always. Artist Snakes and Ladders, yeah. Always go parent. Never feel bad about parenting. Thank you for hanging out, Canuck Twins, the Hoser Twins. I appreciate it. Go sleep well. Grow your brains. Become smarter than your parents. And make the world a better place. There you go. What? The casino is open. It seems that we have a loose casino tonight. Teaching the kids to gamble young. That's good. That's real good. I learned about their age. Look at me now. Look at me now. I was gonna start another painting today, but I don't think I'm gonna get to it. But we'll see. You never know. Might get some action in there, but I doubt it. Because this is all coming along really nicely. I'm having a really nice time painting this white like this, right? Cutting back on this black a little bit here and there, so it's not completely untouched. It's good to just, you know, chunk it back a little bit here and there. So now we got this whole section in here is completely, it will be completely different as we keep going. And whoa, lots more Skrilla floating around. I love it. All right, let's get into these colors up here. Let's get into this. Let me get this little tiny brush. Whoop! I gotta get this autofocus figured out. Tiny brush here. We're gonna work on this blue. And I want to bring some cerulean back into this dark blue here. Now again, I'm gonna flip this around. Give myself a little bit of working room here, a little bit of stepping room here. One thing that's really nice about painting on these in this paper is this, like, being able to move it around. It's not as easy to move a 5-foot canvas. I am surprised we have not had one of my twins showing up tonight. It's not a very easy bedtime. I think the Halloween hangover is still a thing. That is for sure. That's turning out really nice there. I'm sure any parents in the chat will understand that. My gosh, Halloween. Or some of us adults. Stomach hasn't been right since. That's also because I've eaten, far more chocolate than I have since last Halloween, I'm sure. Oof. So now this is tricky because this is all wet. I don't want to put my hands on here, but I gotta hold this down a little bit because the different layers are getting anxious. and angry. This blue does a really nice job of smoothing out the lines in the corner like that kind of stuff. It's just really nice. Can mix this in a bit better there. Yeah, there we go. So I want this to look like the blues on top of some places and behind other places, and that starts to really make the push and pull kind of happen. That's what really drives that. I'm gonna use a bit of that king blue here to kind of double back on this. Like I said, I want to clean my brush down here, add some more of that blue life back into this area here. It's going to make a really big difference once I do the reds and the yellows. So, not to get into politics too much, but did anybody see what happened in Dallas, Texas today? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. There's a group of people who thought that JFK Jr., John F. Kennedy's son, JFK Jr., who tragically died in a plane crash in 1999, that he was going to come back and make an announcement. Not just any announcement, obviously something to do with Trump. And he did it on the and he was going to come back to the grassy knoll where his dad was shot and killed. And as the conspiracy started to go a bit further, people were saying that, oh, and JFK is coming back, and all the other celebrities who have faked their death because of the deep state, because they knew too much about the pedophile and cannibal rings in the deep state. So, thousands of people showed up to Dallas to do this. A large group showed up. And that's crazy. Like, absolutely bonkers. So Tupac was supposed to make an appearance at one point? And why he would be, friends with Trump, I don't know. Maybe because they thought because Kanye is, I don't know. Robin Williams, Richard Pryor his name was bandied about. Daryl Earnhardt, the NASCAR driver, makes a little bit of sense. I can see that. That fits the population for the NASCAR fans. No offense to NASCAR fans. But what is going on? Yes, that's exactly what it was, Andre. It was QAnon nonsense. And of course, because these people are gluttons for punishment and insane, they put a time to it. He's going to come back this date at like 12:29. And gasp, spoiler, didn't happen. Dude didn't show up because he's dead, and it's crazy. So what do? Oh, you didn't believe enough, and we have to recheck our numerology to see when it's actually going to happen now. If you believe enough, and I'm assuming also if you donate enough to their crazy causes or whatever they do. I don't even know. This crazy people. Yeah, exactly. Whoops. All just like the apocalypse cults. You're exactly right. I don't know if you've ever seen Parks and Rec, where they talk about where that cult gets a park pass every few years. Oh, we did our math wrong. We just saw a new passage which told us how to do the math different. Oh, now this next time it's going to be great. Amazing. But heavens, it's really gotten out of hand. I mean, not that it wasn't before, going, what is going on? Absolutely bonkers. Education is important, friends. Go. Jeez. If nothing else proves that, holy rumbles, that's absolutely important. I just, yeah, flabbergasted at this, the state of affairs in my home country sometimes. I don't know if this is gonna give me enough coverage, but I'm gonna go to this. Yeah, yes, Andre. They are honestly stuck in the basement. Jeez. And I mean, it's one thing to think like, okay, like, I don't know, if Jimmy Hoffa's alive for some reason, or I don't know, like, these conspiracies that don't have an outcome, whatever, like, go ahead, fill your boots, be crazy, that's fine, but it's these ones where they're like, and Trump's gonna come back and save us. He's gonna do it. He's gonna regain power. Like, this gobbledygook garbage is just so weird. It's just such a crazy thing to be a part of. And to, like, I mean, this is a part of these people's lives. Like, this is their life now. Yeah, it's gone way past this idea of just like a funny, fanciful, like posting a little bit on Facebook or, you know, whatever. It's like this is their life and identity at this point, and to just hold on to such demented and like hateful things. A lot of these are also really, really hateful. It's just crazy. Look, I'm sure, you know, there's a whole lot of stuff going on here. Like, it's not just like these people are crazy for crazy's sake. It's, you know, they obviously have parts of their lives are not ideal, and they're trying to fill the void, but woof. There's a lot of ways to fill the void other than believing crazy nonsense and, you know, hating people. You can paint, right? Play video games. There you go. Those are two good things. All right, children. What else can you do when you're feeling crazy? Jeez. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just a remarkable thing in the world these days. I'm loving this stuff now. Like, this is coming together too now. That's a little bit too, I don't know, too structured or something, but I'll fix that up, and then we'll see where we can go with that. Oof, okay. Gonna let this one sit for a bit. Do some more work on the blacks at some point too. Whichever I end up keeping, get some more. These pencil lines are starting to still come through, which is pretty nice as well. It's hard to tell right there, but there's a lot of pencil lines that are still hanging out there. Again, subtle. The subtleness of this one is pretty cool. Kind of okay with it. There's a lot we can do with the different sections now. Now that it's kind of composed it and broken it up into different sections of white, which is really neat. All right, look at this thing glowing over here like a primary color beacon. This is all sorts of fun right here. This picture is like a really good vibe to it. I like the energy of this picture a lot. So we're gonna bring back this yellow. Really nice pure yellow here. What should I use? There we go. Bring this yellow back. That's okay. The music, all the music tonight is from Lo-Fi Girl, like it was last week. Just been on, just had it playing for the last, I don't know, for a long time. I've been doing heads down work at work, like designing and building out some strategies and writing a bunch. And it's just the best music to work to. I think we talked about that last week too. Just the best. And she's back to normal. She took her costume off. Seasonal changes are through. A little bit more life to this yellow down here. Not too much. Just a bit, give an extra tone there. Clean the brush off. There we go. The yellow is good. This is a really nice yellow. Really nice here. It's kind of got a little away from me. This line here. See if I can't tone down that black. There it is. That's a bit better there. Really like how it gets a little bit darker down here. It's sculpted up pretty nicely. And this red, the last bit of red up here. I like how primary this whole thing is. It's a very kind of primary picture. So I'm going to try to keep a little bit of that, a little bit naive, a little youthful here. So I'm going to bring back this kind of transparency red. See how this kind of feels. This pyrrole red. Oh, this is transparent red. Pyrrole red's over there. Okay. Let's see what this does. This might just flatten it out. I don't know. Give it a go. Oh, there. A little bit of a messy brush, too. Perfect. Perfect. Adds some of that depth. If you can see that, kind of messed up that red a little bit. It's cool. Bring it all the way around. So that won't, this is just kind of like a glaze. What it should do is kill, it sounds so aggressive. It should just mute the red that's up there a little bit. Bring in some of that over here. Definitely over here. So little hints of that red floating around. But it's transparent, so it's not going to be doing, it's not going to command as much attention as the yellow does. Just brings in a bit of that warmth around the edge there. And now comes the big question, because this might not be the last layer of blue. This might not be the last layer of blue. Depends on how this reacts. Not primary. We got so much primary on this picture right now. And this primary cyan is like the bluest blue that has ever blued. That is a blue. I don't want that blue on this right now. So that's what that was. I think we go back at this kind of big. Oh, that's not bad. thought I had a different blue there. Well, plans have gone awry, my friends. Must have finished that other tube that I thought would have worked. Can do anything? That's not gonna do enough. That's not gonna do enough. But you know what will? This is gonna do it over here. I'm gonna grab this cerulean. There we go. That'll do it. That'll do it. Because enough of that other blue will come through. With this big old brush, it's gonna be really good. Give it a bit of that two-tone, but not crazy, not too much. Just a bit, just a bit. The pit slate plans of mice and men, I'm telling you. Never plan too much. Stuff gets away from you. So I keep telling everybody, I have work and stuff, but then they get mad at me because I'm supposed to be building business plans and it's supposed to be, you know, project plans, product roadmaps and stuff. And I'm like, nah, we should just, you know, if you plan too much, you can't plan too much. I'm not advocating for not planning. Just sometimes it's nice to wing it, right? Yeah, it is. I think this is gonna be really nice, but it is gonna necessitate another layer because what it's doing now, which is really cool, but it's picking up a lot of that texture from the other layers from before. That's really nice, but it's not really what I wanted the final blue to really reflect. I did want it to be a little bit flatter than this. This is a little too much going on. That's okay. That's okay. This layer is not going to go to waste, that's for sure. That right there is really nice, that edge. Wow, see what I did there? Yeah, there's picking up a lot of that other pigment too, which is interesting. So there we go. That'll be a cool way to dry. It'll be a nice way to end. At least let that dry a little bit. Bring some of that back in there. Hard to tell. Too precise a roadmap just paints a target. Oh, Andre, you got all the wisdom tonight. So we're gonna let that sit for a little bit. This might end up being really nice once, if it dries with a bit of that gloss, then we'll be in it, because you see this glow right here. That actually shows up in real life too. That just kind of goes kapow, kablamo, friends, kablamo indeed. Well, everybody, this has been a real treat tonight. This is pretty chill, but boy, oh boy, I'm excited with the work that was done tonight, and thank you very much everybody for hanging out. I love it. Let's see, anybody got a raid we want to jump over to? Any of the crews streaming right now? Let's see. Any boats out on the open seas? Tommy is. Well then, my friends, we're gonna go visit Tommy. There we go. Nincor! Oh, man. How are you doing, Nincor? Thanks for dropping in, though. I do really appreciate it. But take all of that energy that you were saving up to hang out with us, and let's go drop it on Tommy, huh? You cool with that, Nincor? We'll catch up some other time, all right? Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. Always appreciate hanging out. These pictures are coming together. I'll post some new stuff on the site when these are done. Got these two ready to be posted up. It turned out really nice, I think. And this one's really shiny. And this one, kabam, kabamo. Yeah, right. This stream to his. So everybody, you have to get yourself mentally prepared. From this chill stream here into the Tommy Cox. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of the evening if you don't stick around with Tommy, but do, because it'll be fun. And as always, no joke tonight. That's kind of what I'm getting at, Edge. Well, save it. I will message you. There's a bit of, let's do something for this. Okay, we'll make it an event. All right. I appreciate that, Edge. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. All right, everybody. We're gonna raid Tommy. And peace out. We're gonna jump over there in 2 shakes.